Hello and welcome to the fourth episode of the 0x100x master course. In today's video, we are going to cover the popular cube animation in this style. We will learn how to design it, how to apply the gradients, and how to animate it. Don't forget to check out the Patreon for the extra project files. Also, it would be nice of you to hit that like and subscribe button. It will help me out a lot. Alright, so here we are inside of Adobe After Effects, and now let's get on with creating these trendy 3D cube animations. Well, I'm gonna just create a new composition. We're gonna call it main, and then we're gonna just go towards the rectangle tool. We're gonna just design a border like so. That seems fine. Let's just set the color of this stroke for now to, let's say, a dark green color. And also we need to fix the fill. We're gonna just grab the fill. Right now, we can just set it, on here, and then we can just remove the point also like so. If we want to do something like this, I think this should be good, but I'm gonna just create this reflection like so. All right, that should be okay for our purpose. All right, let's just set this stroke on 2 pixels, so I don't like it. And this is going to be the main floor. Now, when it comes to creating the 3D cube animation, I see many designers try to design a rectangle and then they switch into the advanced 3D renderer to give it an extrude. But personally, I think when we see it differently, we see that most of the charts are just made with 2 simple rectangles. And if you just look at it differently, I think you're going to solve this mystery. And for example, let's just set it right now on a linear color, and this is gonna just be one side, right? This is gonna be the first side of the rectangle, and I'm gonna just color side 1. And now if I duplicate this layer and then I just place it in here, this is gonna just be the side 2, and we're gonna just solve this mystery, right? But first, let's just first I'm just gonna create a color in between, something like this. I think it's gonna be good, and then I'm gonna just make the first color brighter. So as we have talked about it, I'm just gonna set the brighter one on top where the light reflects, and then I'm just gonna set this color like this. Okay, so this is gonna be the first side, and I'm gonna just make sure that it's on top of the line that I have in here, and then I'm gonna just duplicate this side. Let's turn on snapping, so we're sure that it's gonna snap in here, and I'm gonna just snap it to here. But one thing that I'm gonna do is that I'm just gonna click on the fill one more time, and this time I'm just gonna reverse the light reflection like so. So now this will be giving me a 2 different color. Now as you can see, I have the cube, and what I'm going to do is that I'm just gonna press Y to go towards the anchor point tool, and I'm gonna snap the anchor point in here, and I'm gonna press S to reveal the scale. I'm gonna turn off this chain option, and there we go, we have this cube. Now all I need to do is that I need to also adjust this side, so I'm just gonna snap this one in here as well, and there we go, we have the perfect cube that we wanted. Now it is time to animate it. Well, in order to animate it, it's just going to be fairly super simple. I'm going to create a new null object, and we're going to call this one the position controller. And I'm going to just parent these 2 layers to the null. But first, let's just set the null on the ground in here, and then I'm going to just parent it like so. And I'm going to just create a keyframe, which is going to be the end position, and I'm going to just move it a few frames forward, and I'm going to set another in here. I'm going to apply the standard easings, and this is going to be the first movement. Now when it's in here, I'm just going to create a fake rotation. So to do so, I'm just going to open the scale, I'm going to set a keyframe, and in here I'm going to just set the sequences of keyframes. Getting back into the first keyframe, I'm just going to quickly just give it a bit, you know, a scale, and I'm gonna just set it on like this, and there we go, we have this fake rotation. Now you can manipulate it as much as you want. You can just make it thicker if you like. But I think right now a small movement should be enough for this sort of movement. And if you want to be a bit precise, you can just use the path animation. And this is going to be also a solution. In order to get back to the path, you need to right click and you need to convert it to Bezier path. And then you can control this path to sort of create this fake rotation that you want. I'm comfortable more with creating these fake rotations with my scale animation. I feel like this is just going to be easier and faster, but it really depends on your taste. Now, let's say I want to colorize this one. Well, I'm just going to duplicate side one, and I'm going to just call it side one color. And then what I'm going to do is that I'm just going to open the color. Let's say I want to set it on, for example, green. The first light is just going to be something super, light. And then I'm going to just go in between. I'm going to just set one, for example, on a lighter green. And then I'm going to just go in down and I'm going to choose a darker one. And again, I'm just going to get back to the side 2. I'm going to duplicate the side 2 again. I'm going to just call the side 2 color. I hope I spelled it correctly. And then I'm going to just open it again. This one. This time we're going to just give it a light green. And then we're going to just set this one also into a lighter one. And then next one, just going to make it super darker. But this is how the light will reflect. Now, in order to animate it, once we are in here, what we need to do is that I'm just going to press U to reveal the scale of these keyframes, and I'm going to remove them. And once it's removed, I'm just going to pan the side 2 to the side 2 color into side 2 and the side 1 color into 1. Now you can see that these are just following the main movement, the scale movement that we have in here. And the reason for that I done this is because now I can get back to the anchor point tool. And for the side 1, I'm just going to solve this so you guys can see better. I'm going to just set it on down. And the same as the side 2, I'm just going to set it on here. Now it's just going to be super easier. Once it's in here, let's say, for example, in here, and a small gap that we have in here, I'm going to just open the scale for these 2 parameters in here. And then I'm just going to animate the Y scale for each one, right? I'm just going to set on 0. I'm going to just set this on 0 as well. And I'm going to just apply the standard easings. But right now, as you see, this is the reverse. So I'm just going to right click on it. And then I'm just going to select the time reverse keyframes. And this is going to just be like so. And now you can see that we have this animation nice happening. So let's just not fill the bar. So let's just set it on 85%. And this is going to just be the main animation that we have in here. Also, let's just do a quick trick on the styling. I'm just going to create a rectangle tool, rectangle on here. And we're going to just set it on a lighter color, such as this one. We're going to just add the fastbox blur as usual to that. And we're going to just turn it into the classic color dodge. And now let's just set this on a color. And we're going to just match it to here. And lastly, we are going to parent it to the shape layer one. It's going to be I would like to call it the ground. And there we go. We have this layer that's coming in here. And now, in order to make it better, as we have learned in the previous lesson, we're going to add a new camera layer. And we're going to turn every single one of these layers into a 3D layer. And then once it's in here, we're going to just press P to reveal the position. And we're going to just create a subtle zoom in animation on this particular piece. And then on the last step, I'm just going to create a new white solid. I'm going to just call it the BG. And we're going to just add the 4 color gradient. And we're going to just get the colors. So now you can see that this shade of color gonna have something like this. And then I'm just gonna click on point 2, and then I'm just gonna animate this point to rotate and come in here. And then we're gonna just animate it back and forth like so. And there we go. Let's just add our text animation in here. And I like to call it the income. And we're just gonna lower it down like so. We're gonna make sure that it's set on 3D. And we are going to parent it to the position controller that we have in here. So this is gonna be the income. Comes from here to here. And there we go. We have this fake tube animation that we wanted for this video.